Hi everybody, it's Susan from Sunrise Quilt Studio, and today I have another vintage quilt to show you. This is an improved 9-patch quilt, and I have shown you one of these previously. The blocks were smaller, and this one they're a pretty good size, so I want to show you some details on this quilt. Okay, here is my improved 9-patch quilt, and I think if you compare this to the video on the previous one, that you will notice that these blocks are quite a bit larger. This is also a larger quilt. It's probably big enough for a full-size bed. This is laying on my queen-size bed, and it's just about the size of the mattress. It's just a little bit longer than that, but width-wise it's about the same. So I'm going to show you some of this quilt up close and show you some of the details. And you'll see we do have some 1930s fabrics in here. I don't think they're all 1930s though. I think there's a mix of different fabrics in here. This quilt, I bought this in Southwest Missouri in 2017. So I've had this one for a little while. On this one you'll notice that the lozenge shapes are quite a bit bigger, and I just did kind of a back and forth ribbon type quilting in there. You can see how my finger is following along with the quilting lines. Just got smaller as we got towards the end, and then I did continuous curve in the piecing in the center of the blocks. So there's all different fabrics in here. There's some yellow, kind of brightens it up. Now the binding is a reproduction 1930s fabric, and I machine sewed it to the front and hand sewed it to the back, and the backing is a bleached muslin. So these are more of the blocks here. And I think the piecer did a really good job on this one. My other one with the smaller blocks, they were kind of separating where all of the pieces come together, where, you know, when you sew block to block. And this one is held up really well. Have some bright blue gingham with a yellow solid here. And this one, the pink has a stripe in the background, and then it has some florals. And this is paired with a solid. And what I noticed in this quilt is the 4 patches are, I believe all of them are solid in every single block. I think you'll see that as we go through these. This one is kind of a southwestern fabric, and this green is fading. It looks dark in my camera. I'm not sure how it will look when I get this uploaded, but this is actually faded. And then here we have a pink and blue floral with a blue solid, and a little fine gingham here. And this one we have some cheddar yellow with a floral. Looks like a daisy type pattern in that. I think that's pretty. And then we have stripes, and I like how she put the stripes going from point to point instead of going across, you know, and so it's not squared up like it is here. And I think that's a real interesting look. It kind of draws your eye towards the center of the block, or actually away from it, either way. And then here's a small, actually it's kind of like a, might be a Christmas fabric, because there's little trees in here and just some leaves. This looks like it may be a 30s print, and I'm going by the these little leaf prints, how they kind of, the white background kind of goes outside the outline, which is one thing that you can use to help identify 1930s prints. And then here's one on this side here. It's a stripe with a floral in there. And we have a red gingham with some yellow. This one's nice and bright. Another cheddar yellow with a blue, kind of a plaid behind a floral motif. Now this block here is the same as this one over here. So we do have a couple of duplicates. And this one is like a background with some florals on top. And this one's kind of interesting. It's, let me get up a little closer, see if I can get my shadow out of the way there. Matching the green with purple, so they got a complementary colors in that one. And then here's another one of the Southwest design. Another blue one. And this is a kind of a plaid. It's an interesting color combination there. We got some teal with some purplish red and orange. More cheddar yellow. Here's another tiny, tiny gingham. And this one has a bright blue gingham with some plain yellow. And then here's another one of the red check ones, the red plaids. Or ginghams, what I'm trying to say. So you can see some of them have been repeated. Here's a purple. There's another red one. So I think they're all pretty, they're interesting to me. And it's just kind of a, a record of all different prints. Have no idea where they came from, how old they are. These I can't really tell. Here's an interesting blue, almost a toile type fabric. And I'm going to go over to the other side of the quilt here. I think we've got some good light today. It's pretty bright out. I think there was one similar to this. And there's actually quite a few of these blocks. There's 4 that I've seen so far. Now this quilt I had in storage, and we just got it out of storage, and I had it in a bin that was sealed up tight. So everything in that bin is in good shape. And here's a pink with some florals with a solid pink. Here's yellow with background with florals, little daisies, and then a yellow solid there. And this one these look like animals. I think they're cats, but there's not a whole animal anywhere, so I can't tell. That looks like it may be a dog. See, there it looks like a cat tail there and one there. And I think this one's interesting too, with all the swirls in it. And this one, the fabric has a white background, and it kind of just blends into the oval shapes. But you can see here, this piece has a little more design in it, and so does this one. And there's another one with the trees. And we've seen one of those before. This one here is a little different. And these were all hand-pieced. And the piecer did a really good job. And this one, the fabrics are very pastel. So let me flip this over and we can look at the back a little closer. Let's see if I can get to where we can see it a little better. Okay, here's the quilting that you can see on it a little bit better. You can see the ribbon that I did in there and then the continuous curve within the piecing. And I did outline stitch around all of those lozenges, so that shows up on the quilting. Now this is one of those borderless quilts that they're coming a little bit more popular now. It used to be, you know, you always had to have a border or two on your quilt, if not more. I've seen them with, you know, 7 and 8 borders even. But this is one that okay, this is one of those quilts where you don't need a border, so it's very nice. I think I should design more quilts that don't require borders. That may be coming up. Put it on my list. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video on the 9-patch variation or improved 9-patch quilt. There's several different names for this design. So I hope you enjoyed this. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video on this improved 9-patch quilt. This is a bright, cheerful quilt. I really like it, and I hope you do too. And in the next couple of videos, I might be showing you some of my more modern quilts. So I hope you will stay tuned and join me for those videos. And I hope you are all doing well, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. For more quilting ideas, click on the video links. And to keep up with my latest projects, click on the subscribe button. I hope to see you again soon.